MobLand Episode 7, titled The Crossroads, might be the show's most explosive chapter yet. Power shifts, betrayal, brutal vengeance, and the arrival of a shadowy new player push the Harrigans into unknown and dangerous territory. This is the episode that changes everything. Let's break down the chaos, the consequences, and the one phone call that may have saved Seraphina, but at what cost? Until now, MobLand has centered on two dominant families, the Stevensons and the Harrigans, who more or less share control over London's criminal empire. But in Episode 7, The Crossroads, we see that the pond they rule over is much smaller than they thought. International players step in, and for the first time, the Harrigans are forced into a corner, begging for mercy, outmaneuvered, and completely out of their depth. Richie Stevenson partners with cartel leader Jamie Lopez, setting off a chain of events that lands Brendan and Seraphina Harrigan in real danger. A live-streamed execution is arranged so Richie and Jamie can send a message, and the Harrigans are made to watch in horror as Brendan, Conrad, and Maeve's eldest son, is mutilated in front of them with a chainsaw. Seraphina is next. This is where Tom Hardy's Harry D'Souza steps up. He's the fixer, the last thread holding the Harrigans together. But he can't reach the Amsterdam airfield in time. Instead, Harry pulls a desperate move. He finally returns a call from Donnie, the elusive man who's been searching for him. Donnie is the link to Kat McAllister, played by the iconic Janet McTeer, a shadowy power broker with serious global reach. Kat takes the call from a private jet and doesn't hesitate. She makes one call to Jamie Lopez, and just like that, the execution is halted. No one talks back. That's how much weight Kat carries. But make no mistake, wasn't a favor. This was a deal. Harry now owes Kat. And judging by the way she purrs his name and promises to collect, that favor could come at a steep price. Meanwhile, MobLand doesn't let up on the subplots. Jan is walking a tightrope. Still clueless that her new best friend is an undercover cop, she's unwittingly putting the entire family at risk. With Archie's body discovered and Harry arrested earlier, it's becoming clear to everyone. There's a rat among the Harrigans. And Conrad is starting to suspect Jan, especially after she rejected his advances and keeps pushing back on his decisions. Then there's Maeve. In a rare but satisfying twist, she finally gets a dose of her own poison. Her secretive call to Richie to set up Seraphina's assassination backfires spectacularly when Richie also kidnaps Brendan, claiming it's for insurance, though clearly a power play. He even hangs up on Maeve mid-rant. Brutal. Maeve tries to manipulate Conrad into blaming Harry, but she fumbles badly. She claims Richie texted her proof he had both Brendan and Seraphina. But when Conrad asks to see the message, she's stuck. Clearly, the days when he blindly trusted her are over. And let's not forget Eddie, who suddenly shows a softer, or perhaps more sinister, side, and Jan, who seems dead set on self-destruction. Brendan. Well, let's be honest, nobody was a Brendan fan. But even so, his death leaves a bloody hole in the Harrigan family. Harry's rampage is the beating heart of this episode. From gunning down Moroccan operatives tied to last week's ambush to uncovering that the captives were handed off to a Mexican cartel led by Lopez, whose father, by the way, was racially abused by Conrad 3 decades ago, everything points to one truth. The Harrigans have no leverage here. Seraphina's offers to double Richie's payout, throw in $5 million in cash, and issue an apology fall on deaf ears. Lopez doesn't want money, he wants payback. So he carves up Brendan with a chainsaw live on stream, in full view of Richie, Maeve, Conrad, and Kevin. And yet again, Harry swoops in, not with fists, but with favors. Calling in Kat McAllister is his nuclear option. But as Kat reminds him, nothing comes free. Her calm, commanding presence implies this is just the beginning. She's not here to help, she's here to collect. And Harry is officially on the hook. Kat McAllister, portrayed by the Emmy and Oscar-nominated Janet McTeer, brings serious presence. Known for roles in Ozark, the Divergent series, and The Menu, McTeer joins MobLand as one of 3 Academy Award nominees in the cast, alongside Tom Hardy and Helen Mirren. Her appearance isn't just a cameo, it's a signal that MobLand is expanding its universe into something far larger and more dangerous.